Hey, it's Bob Clark from bobandroseberry.com. If you're thinking of starting an MLM business part-time, or if you're already in one and you're struggling, this is going to be a great video for you today, because I'm going to give you some straight talk on building an MLM business part-time, and it's not going to be the kind of stuff your upline is going to tell you, so stay tuned. Okay, so my name is Bob Clark. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, or if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe down below that little red button and click the notification bell so you'll get notified every time I put out a new video on this channel. This channel basically is for part-time marketers. I've tried to help you solve any problem that I can think of that you may be having in building a business part-time. It's all here on this channel in these videos, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, so let's do some straight talk, okay? Let's cut through the BS. Let's cut through the talk they give you, the kind of the BS talk they give you in your business, in your company, maybe your upline. Let's just get straight to it and talk about what it's really like to build an MLM business part-time, okay? I'm not going to be nicety nice. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. I'm going to tell you exactly what my experience has been and exactly what you need to do to succeed. So if that interests you, hang on. And I've got a special gift for you at the end, as I always do, so make sure you stay on till the end. Okay, straight talk about MLM, how to build an MLM business part-time. Straight talk. Number one, here we go. Okay, first and foremost, building an MLM business part-time is hard. It's hard, okay? It's hard to balance a job, taking care of a house full of kids, all the chores that have to go with the house, or an apartment even, and trying to build a business. It's hard, okay? Anybody who tells you differently is lying to you, and if you have those false expectations, I'm here to tell you it's not your fault, because marketers love to paint the prettiest picture possible. I mean, I get it. That's how they get people in. But the reality is that you have to be super dedicated, super motivated, and you have to have a super huge why or vision if you're going to pull this off. Okay? Because, like I said, it's hard. Okay? Anybody who tells you that otherwise isn't telling you the truth. They're not your friend. And if they're telling you that and they're trying to get you in a company, for example, if they tell you it's going to be easy, run the other way. Because I'm here to tell you that it's hard work. Okay? That's kind of just the first and foremost thing you need to know. It's hard work. Okay? Here's number two. Okay, a little tough love here, okay? You cannot use your part-time status as a crutch, okay? And you can't use your part-time, the fact that you're part-time, as an excuse of why you're not getting results. Okay? A very good friend, the mentor of mine, once said, if you can't build a business part-time, then going full-time won't help. And I totally believe that's true. Okay? You need to have the skills and the efficiency of time nailed down to the point where the number of hours or number of minutes you're working on your business doesn't really matter as much as what you're doing with them. Okay, I hear, and listen, I use that excuse, okay? So I know, I've used that excuse in the past, Oh, how'd they expect me to do that? I'm only part-time. I'm not getting any results because I'm only part-time. What do they expect? Oh, that person up there on stage, they're full-time, of course. If I only had more time, I'd be up there too, right? So if you're doing that, no judgment, okay? I totally get it because I've done it, but this is straight talk, right? This is like in your face, and I'm going to tell you, okay, that being part-time is not the reason that you're not getting results. The amount of time you have in your business to work on your business is not the reason that you're not seeing money coming in, okay? It's not the reason, and I'm gonna give you what you can do in a minute to make sure that works for you, but let's just lay that out, okay? The fact that you're part-time is not the reason for your lack of results. Sorry, it's true. Here's number three. Okay, so more straight talk, right? This kind of helps you solve number two. Your results will be dictated, okay? Your results will be dictated by how many people you prospect, okay? And how many people see your company presentation. In many ways, it's a numbers game, I'm going to tell you, but your results will be dictated by how many eyeballs you get on that company video, if you have one, or whatever your company uses as a prospecting tool. Hopefully they use something that you don't have to do it yourself. But your results will depend on how many people see that company presentation and then the follow-up that goes with it, okay? And that's it, okay? So if you're part-time, if you're lacking time, okay, I have coaching clients who are part-time and working MLM businesses, and I always tell them, okay, if you're just starting out, you got to learn new skills, right? You got to, most likely, unless you're in sales, you've done this before, you got to learn new skills. And prospecting is a skill, believe me. Prospecting is a skill. Following up is a skill. Okay, inviting people to a presentation is a skill. Okay, supporting a team is a skill. Right? These are all skills, and they're skills that you need to get good at if you're going to be successful in network marketing, whether or not you're full-time or part-time. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if you're short on time, then I would say to you, no matter how much time you have to work on your business, if you're just starting, okay, 50% of that time should go to learning one of those skills, okay, to learning one of those skills, and 50% should be practicing that skill or prospecting, okay? Don't put 100% of your time into learning a new skill and not practice it, right? What good would it be if you were learning to ride a bike and you spend 100% of your time watching a video on how to ride a bike and no time on the bike, right? It makes perfect sense. So don't spend 100% of your time learning a new skill, like prospecting. Spend half that time taking what you learned that day and practicing on people. And yeah, you're gonna stink. You're gonna stink at it. You're gonna suck in the beginning, right? I think John Milton says, you know, Sucksville sucks, right? It does. And you're gonna suck like anything else. When you first started riding a bike, you sucked, you fell off, right? You skinned your knees, you skinned your elbows. Hopefully you had a helmet on, right? Back when I was riding a bike, we didn't wear helmets, but now they do. And I'm glad, it's a good thing. But if, you know, you sucked when you first started. You didn't jump on that bike and all of a sudden you were gone, right? Most people aren't like that. Most people jump on the bike, go a few feet, fall off, right? Go another 50 feet, fall off. Get up, try it again. Same thing with prospecting. You're gonna be pretty bad at it most likely if you've never done it before, right? You're gonna get people maybe even getting a little mean to you, right? Expect it, it's fine, it's part of the learning process. And like I always tell people, ask this, you know, what's the worst that can happen? If you're prospecting somebody and you do it wrong, what's the worst that can happen? They could say no, they could hang up on you. They could ignore your messages. What's the big deal, right? It's not like you're not gonna wake up tomorrow. So if you're just starting out, 50% of your time learning the skill, 50% of your time practicing the skill in the form of prospecting. Okay, if when you get more experience, you get pretty good at prospecting, you get pretty good at the skills necessary to build a business, you got some results coming in, okay? Once that's true, then you can switch it up. You can spend 50% of your time prospecting and 50% of your time marketing. When marketing is things like anything you do to bring people to you instead of going out and prospecting. So marketing might be placing ads, marketing might be writing blog posts, doing videos like this, that kind of thing, okay? 50% prospecting, 50% marketing. That's only once you've kind of learned these new skills and you're getting good at prospecting and you're getting some results coming in, okay? So notice in this whole thing when I've been talking the last 3 or 4 minutes, I haven't talked once about the amount of time, okay, about the amount of time that you have to build your business, okay? It doesn't depend on that, honestly. It depends on what you do with the time. If you have 30 minutes, you can build a really good MLM business for yourself. You can. I've seen it done, okay? So to say that to use part-time as an excuse is crazy, but it's the thing that most people do because it's easiest to do. So understand how to use your time is point number 3. Use it most effectively to grow your business and you'll be fine. All right. Let's get to number 4. Find the final one, number 4. Okay, number 4 is simply this. Think long term in your business, okay? Those who think short term tend to quit. Because if you're just starting an MLM business, whether you're part-time or full-time, you're probably not going to get great results to start with. You know, if you have a warm market that is willing to join you and buy products from you, you might see an initial bump in your income, and that will be exciting, and that's great, that's fantastic. But after that, if you run out of that warm market, then you've got to start learning the skill of prospecting, and you've got to start making mistakes and looking foolish like the rest of us did. You got to do that. All right? I know this isn't what you want to hear. I know, I understand. But you got to think long term. You know, I think of my business in terms of years, not months, certainly not weeks. But I've heard people actually say, I'll give this I'll give this 30 days to see if it works. And I know it won't. I know it won't, because what business works in 30 days? There are people who buy franchises who wait for months, if not years, to turn a profit, right? I mean, there are people who start businesses who won't see a profit for 5 years until things finally turn around. Yet some people come into MLM and they expect a profit in 30 days. And to me, that's ludicrous. I mean, yeah, you can do it. I've seen people do that. I know some people. I know very few people who've done that. One of my mentors was able to do that. But most people, no, it's not going to happen. And you got to think longer term. You got to think, I'm going to give this 3 to 5 years. That's my plan. Okay, to make this thing really hum and quit my job. Okay, you can be more aggressive than that, but you got to put in the time. Okay, you got to put in this. You got to make the sacrifices. You got to give up stuff in your life because you got a job, right? So you got to give up other stuff in your life if you really want to make this a shorter term deal in terms of success. So make no mistake about it. The more sacrifices you make, right, and the more time you can put into it, if you're using that time efficiently, like I outlined in step 3, you will see results faster. Okay, but it's all dictated by the fact that you got to be using that time right. Okay, it's not just the amount of time. It's not amount of time. It's the efficiency of the time you're using. Okay, so I hope you didn't mind it. Some straight talk, but in my experience, these are the truths. This is what you need to hear. This is what needs to happen if you want to see success in your business when you're part-time. Because the stuff that they talk about, the automated turnkey garbage, sorry, it's not working. It's not going to work for you. Experienced marketers, it might work for them, but it's not going to work for you, especially if you're just starting out. So hope you got value out of this video. If you did, if you think it's valuable, like, comment, share, whatever you want to do with it. I would appreciate it. But be sure to share it with any MLM part-timers that you know, especially if they're struggling or if they're just thinking to start a business. Share it with them, because I think it would be a value for them. And I would totally appreciate that. So hope you got value. I do have a special gift for you. It's a free training I did just for people who are building a business part-time. It's called Get More Prospects, More Leads, More Sales, and more teammates in any business in 30 minutes a day or less. Totally, it doesn't depend on which business you're in, but it works for every business. So you can get that at bobandrosemary.com/30. Just put in your email address and I'll send it over to you. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.